What's going on, YouTube? Fairy Pants Live coming at you today with a Metalfoes Cosmos deck profile. Now, I find this deck really consistent. I find this deck actually has a lot of combos and playability. It has really good recovery, and it can OTK super fast, super easy. So let's get right into the profile. We'll start with the main deck here. I run one tin can and one straw man. You only need to run one tin can because you don't want to thin your deck that fast, and you want to run the one straw man. You can actually run this at 2 if you want to. I don't want to cut any of the cards I currently have. I like the deck the way it is. But the one straw man just to pull things out later game if you get into trouble. One farm girl to push for extra damage if you can. The one sword troopers to pull back farm girl or any of the other pilots. And the one wicked witch for the potential OTK. I don't want to die. Pay 1,000 to protect me. Moving on to the ships, we have the one Dark Eclipser. Dark Eclipser is a really good search target. You could put 2 cards in grave with Tin Can. If you get Dark Eclipser, you can start negating traps, which is really helpful in the current meta because Dark Magician's the Eternal Soul. One Dark Destroyer, you can play only one. I like it. Pops itself, pulls out whatever you need. You can pop something else and then pop it with a Metalfoes, which is really good. So it's like plussing and then plussing and then plussing, and that's what this deck really does. It just keeps plussing itself. 3 Forerunner. A lot of people don't want to run 3 Forerunners. I run 3 Forerunners because you can pop them really easily. They're they're level 7s, so you can pendulum summon them out, and you can pop them and float them into my 3 Slip Riders, which will go into Infinity, which can go into Pallades, which can go into destroying their back row. A lot of good combo plays can be made with just these cards in general, and I really, really like the reliability and the combo potential of those cards. Moving on, we have the spells that I run for Cosmos, which is 2 Terraforming, which go into the 3 Town, because you can use Metalfoes to pop Town, you get the spell and trap, then you have Town Search for a Cosmo, and then you can just do ludicrous stuff if the stars align. Not even if the stars align, if you just get lucky enough. And then 2 Call of the Haunteds for stuff that gets sent to grave, because no matter what, you're going to be sending Cosmos to grave with Tin Can, and it's always good to have a way to pull them back out. Moving on to the Metalfoes, and that's where the deck gets interesting. You run 3 Ball of Flame. These are the level 8 scale, and then you have the 3 Gold Driver, which is level 1 scale. Ball of Flame is a level 7, which works well with the 7 XYZs, and the forwards go for Gold Driver. 3 Silvered, which are 1 scales. They're really good because if you can go into rank 3s, which I will show in the extra deck, a really good card. And then 3 Stealin', which just more scales. So you have 12 monsters in the main, 12 Metalfoes monsters in the main deck. Really good, really solid. I wouldn't change these numbers. I absolutely love the Metalfoes engine the way it is. It doesn't brick, it doesn't clunk, it just flows. It just flows so well. For the spells, I run 3 Metalfoes Fusion. Fuse with literally everything in this deck. You can fuse Metalfoes together to make Metalfoes Orichalcic, or however the fuck you say his name. You can fuse into some of the smaller things with like Tin Can and Strawman to push for even more damage. It's just a ludicrously good card. And then you can shuffle it back into the deck. It's free draw. I want to change this. This is the one thing I haven't gotten around to. I have 3 Metalfoes counters and 1 combination. I would replace 1 counter with 1 combination, but right now it just seems to flow so well that I just haven't gotten around to it. But if I could, I would. I think I like this being here, but if you would want to, you could change out one of these for one of these. It's just preference. And then the one card that brings us all together, the one card that I really think is like super broken right now, is this Emergency Teleport. Because all the Metalfoes are psychic. So you could have board push, you could play this, pull out a Cosmo if you need it. You can pull out a Metalfoe if you need it. You can pull out a lot of things. This card is just crazy in this deck. And that's it for the main deck. We're going to go into the extra deck. We run 2 Orichalctic, which is the double penetration with Metalfoes monsters. I find this card super, super good, super useful. Pop things, play them, make that happen. 2 Adamite. This is a 25 beater, level 5. Solid card, can make it off of just a Metalfoes and any of the pilots, really. Even Slip Rider if you want to. And then 2 Crimsonite. This is the 3000, which you need 2 monsters for. I really don't go into this one that often, but when I do, it's just for that push of extra damage to end the game. We're going to go into the XYZs. We run 1 Castell. Like I said, we have the level 4, and we have Wicked Witch, so this is really good at popping things off the board that I have a problem with. 1 Pallades, same thing, gets rid of things I can't destroy. You have the Nova into the Infinity combo, which is super solid. This deck can do this every time. Like, you can do this ludicrously often with this right here. 2 Laviers. Like I said, we have a lot of level 3s in this deck. Really easy to go into Lavier. Really easy to make those plays into the Utopic Future. Oh my god, this light is awful. The 1 Utopic Future. The Utopic Future is just really good at getting around problematic cards, because this deck does have a problem with getting around things that are really sticky, like the new Exodia support that came out that can't be destroyed by battle. Really good at getting around that. The 1 Red Eyes Metal Flare and the 1 Big Eye for the rank 7s. So that is my Cosmos Metalfoes deck profile. Leave your suggestions and comments in the description below, and I'll see you next time.